Here we are, we're live. So what is up, Make More Sales family? If you are here with me, give me a hashtag sales. Let me know that you are here. Otherwise, I'm just going to hang out here all on my lonesome. And that is, actually, it's not too bad. Us introverts don't mind our own company. Yes? So give me a shout out if you are here. Hashtag sales. Why hashtag sales? Because more sales means more impact. And we all want the impact. Yes? Miss Helen, great to see you. You're liking the hair? I'm glad you're liking the hair. I did get my hair done. It's been a long, long time, my friends. All right. We are going to talk about the next step you need to take for massive success. Are you excited? Because this is going to, I don't want to say blow your brain out because you need the beautiful thing, but seriously, what we're going to cover today is pretty freaking incredible. So, are you ready? Yes? No? Maybe? Everyone's loving the hair. That's kind of exciting. I can't even believe you guys noticed, by the way, because I don't feel like I got something super dramatic done, but evidently I did. All right. Hey, here's an interesting fact. 20% of entrepreneurs fail in their first year, and around 60% will go bust within their first 3 years of business. Holy frickin' moly. It's a massacre out there, guys. It's a massacre. So I'm going to share with you today why so many entrepreneurs don't end up getting clients consistently. Because, by the way, the reason you fail is because you don't make sales. Sales clients is the lifeblood of any business. So I'm going to share with you why so many coaches, consultants don't get clients consistently, don't grow their business, end up closing down. And of course, how you can avoid that by knowing what your next step of success is. Is that of interest to you? Yes? Helen tells me that my hair has been brushed. That is also true. All right. I'm not going to wait for the yeses because I know that's why you're here, right? Of course you want to know. All right. So the reason that so many coaches, consultants, and entrepreneurs go bust in their first 3 years, why businesses fail, is because the coach, the consultant, the entrepreneur brings their consumer mindset into their business. Now, what does that even mean? Well, your business is a long game, but the average person is not prepared to play the sport unless they get the ball immediately. They want to consume the game rather than play it. And most people tap out if they aren't getting immediate gratification. So consumer mindset is what you do when you go shopping. You buy the book, you feel it in your hands. Yes, we buy the book, it feels good. Immediately we think we've injected the knowledge into our brains before we've even read the book. And it makes you feel good. You buy the coffee, you get it immediately, you drink it, it makes you feel good. You buy the car, it's a shiny object. You get to feel it, drive it, experience it immediately. Makes you feel good. It's the dopamine hit. The immediacy is giving you a dopamine hit. And many people bring that consumer mindset into their business. But the truth is that almost every single dollar that you spend in your business has delayed gratification. Delayed. And the reason that so many struggle and tell themselves that things aren't working and, I'm doing these things and I'm not getting a result, it's because you're blind to what's going on and you've bought your consumer mindset into your business where you should have an entrepreneurial mindset. Because an entrepreneurial mindset understands delayed gratification. The entrepreneur, the real entrepreneur, the individual that is up to having massive impact in this world, understands that you don't get massive impact immediately. The entrepreneurial mindset understands that what the seed you plant today blooms later. And they stay focused on the big picture, the long game, rather than focused on right now what's happening and what's not happening. Now, of course, that's not to say that you don't have to take action now, but you understand what I'm saying here is where your focus is. Instead of trying to consume something immediately, whether it's your target audience, yes, we've spoken about this in Business Builder. Sometimes you're trying to consume your target audience, your prospects. You're treating them like a number. You get a dopamine hit because they write back to you in a DM or they click like on your post. You're missing the point, guys. So almost every dollar that you spend in your business has delayed gratification. Every action that you take, or almost every action that you take in your business, has delayed gratification. I'll give you some examples. You share a piece of content. Yes, sometimes people will reach out to you from that piece of content, but normally it's actually a buildup of different content over time of you being consistent and your audience seeing you consistently. Building the connection over time is actually what converts. Delayed gratification. Another action that you take in your business which has delayed gratification, connections and conversations. The people that you connect with now, whether it's on your content, on their content, in a DM, most of those conversations are not going to give you immediate gratification. Most of them are not going to convert right now, but I promise you they do later. These people come back over time. I've got people that come back to me 3 years, 2-3 years. Now, if I'd given up 2-3 years ago when it was hard, and these people are coming to me now, they'd be going to someone else. The dollars that you spend often in your business have delayed gratification. The website that you spend money on to build now doesn't make you back money immediately, does it? You don't get your website live and then all of a sudden there's people banging down your website door. But over time, having it there, it actually helps you to build money, build clients, and serve over the period of your business. Because what happens is often people might see your content on social media, and they may then go to your website and they're having a look at testimonials and the about section. So it all paints a picture. The coaching and the learning that you do, yes, it helps you now, but the real gift is what it gives you over time. The lasting benefits that you get from it. Benefits that you can't even see at the time that you're doing the coaching or taking the program. I did things 20 years ago, personal development programs, I read books. I use those things now, 20 years later. But the reason that so many are failing, giving up, and not staying focused on taking action is because they bring their consumer mindset to their business. And you are not a consumer if you're going to be in business. What do you reckon, team? Thoughts? Consumer mindset where it does not belong. So we have a saying, many of you that are here or have said hello are already inside of the community. So you'll have heard me say this, which is that the elevator to success is broken, so you have to take the stairs. But in the context of today, I'm going to show you actually what step on the stair it is that you need to take. So I'm going to do one of your favorite things. I'm going to draw. Yes, excited? I'm going to draw. Okay. All right, let me get set up here. Let me make sure I can see you. Let me make sure you can see the screen, because here is the next step that you actually need to take inside of your business. All right, so you'll have heard me say before, team, if you're inside of our Business Builder community, that the elevator to success is broken, which means we need to take the stairs one step at a time. Now, this stairwell that you're on, it has no beginning and no end. There is no beginning and no end to this staircase. And that's really important because we are programmed to think that we're trying to get to some end destination. When I get there, I'll be happy. When I get to 10K months, I'll be happy. Get to 10K months, not happy. When I get to 20K months, I'll be happy. Get to 20K months, nope, not happy. When I get to 50K months, I'll be happy. Get to 50K months, not happy. When I get to 100K months, I'll be happy. Get to 100K months, nope, now you want million dollar months. So it's really important that we get clear, because if we're trying to get to a destination, that's still consumer mindset. There is no beginning and no end in your journey. And, you know, you may be here on your stairwell right now. And this is a representation of all of the steps you've already taken. And what I see happen for so many is you have a bad day, you have a rough week, and you start to tell yourself things like, whatever I'm doing inside of my business isn't working. People don't care what it is I've got to say. My content's not connecting. I can't find my target audience. Nobody wants to get on a sales call with me. When you've had a tough day or a rough week, you are prone and extra sensitive to telling yourself these stories. But when you do that, you don't stay here on the staircase. You actually go backwards on the staircase. Because whenever you are in a space where you are not honoring the growth that you've already achieved here, you actually take steps backwards. Now, the problem with that, the problem with not honoring how far you have come, what you have already achieved, and the problem with beating yourself up and telling yourself a whole bunch of stories that simply aren't true, you're just reacting to emotion, is that when you come down here, you start back here. I really want you to get this, guys, because this is important. This is what's slowing you down, what I'm about to show you. When we don't honor how far we've come, our actual growth, the actual results, tangible and intangible, not only do we slow ourselves down, but we go backwards and we now end up at a step we've already been at. And the most concerning thing, and the thing that slows you down from, say, taking your next step to go here, is that you can only ever do more than your current level of awareness believes your current position is. I'm going to say that again. Listen carefully. You can only, in this present moment, you can only ever do more than your current level of awareness believes that your current position is. So on Monday this week, you were here. But then you decided to tell yourself that it's not working, I'm not further ahead, results, I don't have results. Instead of honoring where you currently were, you go backwards, and now you're down here at this step. And what does that mean? Because you can only go to the next step of wherever you currently are, now you can only jump one step. See what I'm saying? So instead of being here and going up the stairwell, you've not honored and acknowledged the truth of where you are. So not only have you gone backwards, but then when you get a refreshed perspective, you now can only go one step ahead. This is why you aren't going as fast as you want to. Because you keep going down the stairwell instead of back up it. Is this making sense, guys? I want to jump into the chat and I want to see if this makes sense to you. You get what I'm saying here? Every time you beat yourself up, you go back, not upwards. And you can only ever take the next step in front of you. So if you have a tendency to really beat yourself up and not honor and acknowledge where you are, what you've done, the results you've already achieved, the growth that you've already had, you spend a lot of time going backwards instead of going forwards. So the title of today was, what is the next step you need to take for your massive success? And the answer to that question is that the next step to take is the one in front of you, not behind. Mindset matters, team. In fact, mindset is one of the biggest components to success. And let me get really, really frank with you for a minute. You may be trained in some modalities that you use to help your clients with their mindset. And I have no doubt that what you do is hugely impactful. But the hard truth is, if you're trying to do that to yourself, you're trying to work on your own mindset on your own, you are not going to get up that stairwell faster. And there's actually a scientific reason as to why. Because as humans, we are animals. You are programmed to run away from pain and towards pleasure. So when you carve out time and you sit down to work on your mindset on your own, you have the best of intentions and you start and you take yourself through a process. But you are never going to go deep. You are never going to go down the rabbit hole and confront the depths of your being when you try to do it on your own. You're programmed to run away from the pain, not to safely go towards it so that you can actually go up the ladder of success. What got you to 4K months is not going to be the same as what gets you to 10K months. What got you to 10K months is not going to be the same as what gets you to 20K months, 50K months, and you get what I'm saying. And if you keep hitting an income ceiling, it's because you're trying to do it on your own. And as amazing as your tools are for your clients, you simply will not take yourself where you need to go in order to go to your next level, to move up the stairway. I have mentorship all of the time because I am not going to hold myself to the same degree of potential and accountability. And I have incredible mindset tools. Those of you that are working one-on-one with me, I know you'll attest to that. But what I do with you in session, I can't do on myself. I need somebody else to do it with me. Mindset matters. The journey of an entrepreneur and the reason that 60% of them fail in their first 3 years, or it's a passion project for 10 years, it's a side hobby, you never get to leave your 9 to 5 because you're trying to do it on your own. And you simply can't take yourself there. If you could, you'd be there by now. So if you want to expand your mind and you want to expand your business growth, I would encourage you to book a time to connect with me. What we work on in the sessions, mindset, your message, your audience, the strategy to get you beyond your income ceiling, processes, systems, and structures. It's very holistic. This is not a one-stop bloody one thing wonder, right? It is a one-stop shop. We look at every facet of you and your business because that's the only way you are going to keep expanding. And yes, Business Builder is incredible, but there is nothing that compares to one-on-one, pure personalized work. So I'm going to put a link in the chat. Now, I currently do 45 sessions a week, as I've been explaining to the team. I'm only taking on one more person. Right now, that spot is open, but there are some calls booked. I would encourage you to book that call. I want to jump into the chat and I want to hear from you guys. What have you seen from our discussion today about the next step to take? So Shane says, agree, you can't do mindset on your own. Yep, you just keep beating yourself up. Me too, right? Like, seriously, no one is immune to it. Helen, it makes sense. Honoring myself is the hardest thing. It really is. It's really, really difficult. And I think, Helen, that's one, and for all of you, like, I think that's one of the beautiful benefits of being in community. Listen, proximity is power. Another reason that entrepreneurs fail in the first 3 years of their business is because they're hanging out with their friends and their family who do not understand the journey. Now, I know that your friends and your family love you, but they don't get what it means to be fighting every single day, fighting yourself and fighting, through the challenges that come up in terms of what happens when you're trying to grow your business. Proximity is power. You need to be around people that think the same way as you and that are having the same experience as you. It's where you feel you belong. And when you feel like you belong somewhere of similar, like-minded people, you actually flourish. This is why our inner circle and our Business Builder community has been so incredibly impactful. Proximity is power. Team, that is us. So the next step to success, please remember, the next step to success, massive success, is the one in front of you, not the one behind. For those of you joining me in Business Builder, I shall see you shortly. For the rest of you, have an incredible rest of your day. Bye for now.